Hi, good morning. My name is Sadhbh and this is Stories in Sadhbh, and today's video is a 24-hour readathon. It is 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday morning and I have no plans today other than reading, and I figured I would do a 24-hour marker and start. I'm about to start in probably like 10 minutes or so. One of the books I have on deck is The Supernatural Society by Rex Ogle. Is it upside down? Yeah. Supernatural Society by Rex Ogle. This is a middle grade. This is a fantasy book. I'm not really loving it, but I'm gonna finish it anyway. One book I'll make progress on, but probably not finish, is Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen, which is a nonfiction that I'm reading for like a book study that I'm doing with a bunch of ladies. And I need to read a couple chapters of this. From there, I don't know what I'm going to read, so I will update you when I make a decision, but I'm gonna get into the Supernatural Society and finish that right now this morning. It's 9:45 and I'm starting my timer right here. Hi, it's about an hour and a half later and I've just finished the Supernatural Society. So I'm about to move over to reading a couple chapters of the Get Out of Your Head book, and then I'll keep you posted on other things. It is now about 12:15 and I'm about to take a break and have some lunch. I have been reading a little bit of Get Out of Your Head. Didn't get super far in it though. I don't have a page count so far for you guys, but I'm about to go and do my grocery shop for the week, which I tend to do on Saturdays or Sundays, and I'm gonna go do that right now. But I am also going to go to the library to pick up a hold. While I'm doing that, I do have an audiobook that I have been listening to that I started at the end of just this past week, called Plain Bad Heroines, which is a horror novel, dark academia setting. It follows two timelines. One is in the 1800s or something, at this academy, two girls were killed really tragically after the influence of a certain book overcame them. Maybe it's like, is it supernatural or not? And then we follow a second timeline of a more modern two women who are playing a biopic of these two girls, because apparently after they died, the haunting of this academy was very prestigious and there was a book written about it, and it's like a well-known thing. So now there are two actresses that are about to be playing these two characters, and they're about to go back to the allegedly haunted mansion academy. So far it's good. I'm only like 15% of the way through the audiobook, and I am going to count the pages that I listened to today towards my page count for my 24-hour readathon. Hi, it is about 2:30 in the afternoon, so we are a good 5 hours into this readathon right now. I did want to go ahead and just let you know some pages. So I finished the Supernatural Society and I read a little bit of Get Out of Your Head. So far, physically, I've read 120-ish pages, and then I just was listening to, while I went to the library and got my groceries, I was listening to Plain Bad Heroines, and I listened to almost 50 pages of that. So far we're doing great, a little shy of 200 pages. I'm about to settle in. I do have some other chores that I have to do today, but I of course will plug in my Plain Bad Heroine audiobook when the time comes, but I think I'm going to keep reading Get Out of Your Head and see if I can finish the chapter that I left off in the middle of when I left to go get groceries. Okay, so I've just finished Get Out of Your Head, and I did some chores and listened to my audiobook, and now I am picking my next read for the day, and I think I want to go with Bunny by Mona Awad. This is a horror novel that has been on my radar for literal years, and I've heard amazing things about it. It's about a group of girls who adopts like a new girl into their group, and they have sinister intentions, I believe. It's basically set at like a university in New England. I think that this book is really gonna be like, what the hell, because that's pretty much every review that I see of it on Goodreads is like, the ending allegedly is very like, what? We're getting into spooky season. It's actually quite mild today, which is really great for South Carolina because normally it would be blistering hot, but it's quite comfortable outside, so I might sit outside. I'm about to make an afternoon cup of coffee. I know it's 3:30, but it's a little bit later than I normally would, but I kind of want that, you know. It's a Saturday, it's a reading day, so I'm gonna do that and start Bunny. Hi, it's a bit later in the day. It's about 5 o'clock. And I wanted to let you know that I have made it to the 50-page mark of Bunny. I think this book is going to be up my alley. So we're following our main character, Samantha, who is a graduate student at the university, and she is a writer. It doesn't say exactly what their major is, but essentially she has been in a workshop class last year and this upcoming semester. The book is set so far in September is when it starts. So they're starting a new semester. And while in the workshop the previous semester, she was with these group of girls, 4 girls, who she has random nicknames for, like Cupcake, Duchess, Vignette, whatever. And they call each other Bunny. They're very involved with each other. They're writers. They read poetry in the workshop. And so the way that they talk is very like flowery, very pretentious, I would say, as well. And then they act like that in their social life. Our main character so far has just been invited to go to one of their like hangout. They call this like get together a smut salon, and they basically just like recite poetry or other works or tell stories and do like basically mini performances. So they sit down with some cocktails and they all go around in a circle and like perform an original piece, a telling of someone else's piece. And so she's just gone to one of those, and that is definitely a catalyst for this very unusual line of realities being blurred. You can definitely tell that this book is very fever dream-esque. She's unsure of what is true and what's happening and what's not happening. And I think the girls, the original bunnies, are going to capitalize on Samantha's uncertainty and vulnerability in the situation. So I don't know how much of the plot I'll tell you as I move through the book, but I'll definitely be able to give you some more of my own like emotions and reaction towards it, because I didn't know a whole lot about this book going in, and sometimes that's a really good thing. I feel like this book is going to be that type of story where the less you know about it going in, the better and the more positive your reading experience will be. But I can go ahead and say that the book is pretty pretentious in its writing and its characters, and I love that. I think it's great. So I'm gonna keep reading. It's 5 o'clock, like I said. I don't have any plans this evening, and I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like switching to something else or I feel like going to sleep. So that's my plan for the next couple hours. Hi. Good evening. It's like past 7 o'clock. I have 14 and a half hours left in my 24-hour readathon. I am just shy of 100 pages into Bunny, and I stopped and made my dinner. While making dinner, I listened to more of my audiobook for Plain Bad Heroines. This book is speculative. It's very clear that something weird is going on, and that like this group of women are like not okay. They want to be her friend, and they're inviting her to do things, and they're trying to get to know her. But a lot of the conversations and just the way they interact with the main character Samantha as well as each other is just very, this is not normal. This is not normal human behavior. And I'm like trying to kind of like guess a twist, but then I just finished chapter 11. I was absolutely right. I'm not going to be able to talk about the plot pretty much from now on. Just know, if you like weird stories, horror stories, this could maybe be for you. I'm liking it a lot. It's very like easy to read. The writing is very beautiful. Sorry, Jared is gaming in the background, but it is trying to reflect the pretentious style of writing that these women are studying in school. I have a glass of wine, settled in for my Saturday evening. It's a wild one out here, and I will keep you updated. I've reached the 150 page mark, meaning I'm halfway through Bunny right now. and it is just shy of 10 in the evening. And that means I'm over halfway through my 24-hour readathon. I am gonna get a solid night's sleep tonight. I'm not planning on staying up an excessive amount, especially given the fact that my experience with this book is so disorienting. I am gonna keep reading tonight. I don't expect to check in with you with a comprehensive, this is how I'm feeling, analytical, criticism-based review of where I'm at. If I do check in with you, tell you a little bit about thoughts and feelings. And that's all I will commit to, because oh my gosh, I feel so out of whack reading this book. I feel very pulled in a bunch of different directions. Again, disorienting is probably the best word I can come up with this reading experience right now. I don't know how to talk about the book. Let me be very clear, I'm liking it a lot. So official page check-in right now for halfway through, but it's halfway through the 24 hours, but it's also, this is definitely the majority of the reading that I will get done. I don't expect to double this number going into the night because I'm not staying up super late. So I read over 100 pages of The Supernatural Society, this middle grade fantasy, in order to finish it, and I didn't end up loving it. I gave it 2 stars. I finished Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I ended up just breezing through the last chapter as well. This was only 32 pages left in the section that I had to read. I really did enjoy this book. I haven't talked about this book yet on my channel, but the premise of it is capturing your thoughts in a way that is related to the Bible and biblical authority over your thoughts. It has been very helpful for me. I'm really enjoying the discussions that I'm having. If you are even slightly interested in learning about the Bible's perspective on spiraling thoughts, you should check this book out. Of course, like I had mentioned, I am reading my audiobook Plain Bad Heroines. I've made it to about 30%. So I just went and did some math on the Plain Bad Heroines audiobook listening, and what I've listened to equates to actually over 100 pages, and that would be 123 or so pages. So 123 pages of Plain Bad Heroines plus 150 pages of Bunny, 100 pages of The Supernatural Society, and 32 pages of Jenny Allen's Get Out of Your Head. I am over 400 pages read today so far for this 24-hour readathon, and I am so unbelievably thrilled for that. I think that is just a really good page amount. Bunny has just been probably the highlight in the majority of my reading today, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'll keep you posted on anything else that I pick up, but so far we're doing really good, you guys. Good morning. It is the next morning. It's about 8:30. I have obviously about an hour left of this 24-hour readathon. However, I won't be reading for this whole hour. I'm getting ready to go to church and actually have to be at church by 9:45, so I'll be leaving sooner than that. But last night I got to a page 170 or so I didn't do too much reading after I updated you last night. I've got my coffee on and I will read for some of this morning and then give you a final update. Welcome to the end of this video of this 24-hour readathon vlog. Thank you so much for following along with me today. I was able to read 450 pages in a 24-hour period, which I'm very, very pleased with. And I also finished 2 books and obviously started Bunny. And it sets me up really well going into the week. So thank you again for watching. If you enjoy other bookish content like this, feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you. And other than that, have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next video.